I'm one of those weirdo adult toy collectors. Not proud of it, but it's been something I've done, you know, my whole life. I used to own collectible shops, 3 different ones. I wasn't successful at it. That's not why I had 3. It's because I'd open one, it would flop. I'd open another one, it would flop. Open another one, it would flop, and then college money gone. But so I still buy a bunch of plastic crap. If you've ever been up the back cave or seen videos of me up there, you can see a little bit of it. I've never given a whole tour. Probably do that, that'd be fun. But anyway, or not. I've been noticing a lot over the past couple of years that there's a lot more and more toys, books, things that are aimed at children that are very demonic. And I got one here just at Ross. Check this thing out. Very Baphomet-esque. I don't know what Apex is. I think it's a video game. But yeah, I got another figure recently that was from Roblox, which is like a kid's line of toys. And it's like a witch warrior. She also had a goat head helmet that came on and off. I think what it is they're trying to normalize this kind of imagery. And it's far from just those 2 examples. There's a lot of stuff that, you know, I see in the toy aisle that could, that is questionable to me, and even in books and things like that are geared toward children. And yeah, it's about normalizing this kind of imagery. A lot of stuff about witches, like in a real kid-friendly kind of way. It's kind of crazy. So I normally pick up something when I see something like it. But there was one in particular about a month ago. I was in Ross and they had a figure from the Black Adam collection from that movie with The Rock. And they had this character. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, okay. They had this character that was literally the devil. I'll put a picture of him up here. And like with a lot of stuff at Ross, it was half price. You know, Ross is really good with it's all discounted stuff, you know. So I was holding it. I was like, oh, I got to get this for sure. And then the more I looked at it, I'm like, do I want this in my house? You know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of like gothy type things around my house, like skulls, and I do have some like religious and kind of magic artifacts. I got a lot of books and things like that, but I don't have anything blatantly satanic. You know, unless you count the few toys that I pick up out of sheer horror. So I ended up passing on it, putting it back down. You know, there's a limit. I don't want anything in my house that is that blatantly satanic. Now, he was a character of this guy, this devil guy, was in the movie Black Adam, and they had a lot of toys and figures. And I have other toys from the from that series because it was they released a Dr. Fate figure, who is a sorcerer. So again, you know, you have that imagery. He's been around since the 40s though, so he's a DC character that's been around a while, and he's got a lot of things attached to him. There's also a transgender sort of esque thing with Dr. Fate, as the hero has been a man and a woman, depending on who wears the helmet. But at one point, a woman and a man were sharing the power of the helmet, so it was like they could either come out as a woman or a man. So this imagery that would never fly years ago, it would never make it into like a children's kind of story or toy for sure. It's just the wheels have come off. It's just anything, and it's they're absolutely trying to sneak it in under your nose. They want to have kids, you know, they grow up with this stuff, and it normalizes magic and witchcraft and stuff like that. Which, and not saying magic is all evil, certainly not. They want you to think that. I was talking to someone recently in my comments. It wasn't my comments, it was someone else's comments about how a lot of times I'll just crack the Bible open randomly and just start reading. And a lot of times it will be on a page discussing something that I'm going through, you know, and it'll speak to me in that way. I think I had a video from a couple of years ago called "The Bible Speaks," where I feel like it's talking to me, you know, because it's addressing the concerns I have, and it absolutely does that. And how you doing, man?
Is that Blake?
What's that?
Light blue, Blake in the light blue.
Yeah.
Across the street. Is that Blake?
Oh, I don't know Blake, but
Okay,
can't tell you.
When supervisor released him and we had to propose and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's in the maining. It's in maining month, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And good. I guess he's not dope, yeah.
Well, yeah, hey, man, you know.
But we have to get married. We're not related.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
We're not
man.
related. We have to get married for the release.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. God bless you. Have a good day. But yeah, they just want kids to grow up with this stuff. They want to be around them. They want to they want it to be normalized. And what do you do against that? I mean, I know a lot of the people will say like, well, they're your kids, you should watch them, and you can't monitor what they do all the time, man. Like, I know I was a kid at one point too, and you know, I did whatever I wanted. You know, it's easy to circumvent your parents' control. You know, they're busy with a lot of stuff, especially if you have other siblings. They don't have time to look at everything you're doing. And it used to be that you could put kids in front of a Disney movie or something. Actually, even then, there was stuff baked into it that we didn't realize. And it's a combination of people being a lot smarter about that stuff now, and also the disintegrating veil situation, where the veil is dropping. We're seeing more things that we didn't see before. We're looking at stuff that we used to look at and not see anything. And now we're seeing something there. I always use the example of Michelle Obama dancing on the Ellen show when she came out gyrating around. Ellen was dancing with her, and it was like, oh, look at Michelle Obama being kooky. Years later, you look at the same footage, and you're like, holy shit, she's got a dong between her legs, just bobbing up and down. Now, you didn't see that before. It was there. You were looking right at it, but you didn't see it. That's the veil. That's the veil. It gets a bit tricky too, because you also have your own personal kind of veil, and then you have the veil, which covers everything. But the technology or magic or the combination of both, whatever they use to power this stuff, actually what they use to power this stuff is you. The mechanics of actually how they transfer your energy into making what they want is a different story and nebulous, and at least to me. But the yeah, you were looking at it and you just didn't see it. That's how the veil works. You know, it doesn't mean, you know, one day you're walking in the neighborhood and you just, hey, wow, this building wasn't here before. Well, that's more like the Mandela effect, I guess. Am I gonna do it? No, I'm not gonna chance it. Not gonna chance it. Not me. But yeah. So that's what's up. I just thought it was interesting. I found another toy that was clearly not something children should be playing with. Admittedly, though, these days action figures in particular are bought mainly by, you know, people like me, you know, older dudes that grew up collecting. I think kids today aren't interested in anything tactile, really. They want that phone or the iPad, and that's by design, you know, to get them hooked on that. They have way more control over them. It's like what the television was a long time ago, where they could influence you and your family through your TV. Now you have a scrying mirror that stays with your child, you know, and that's really what it is. It's a scrying mirror, because when you're looking at a phone, you're looking at a pad, you're looking at the display on it, right? But the display is just a layer on top of the actual thing you're holding. What you're really holding is a mirror, and you're looking at your face. all day. You might not realize that, but your subconscious realizes that and picks up on it. And staring at yourself in the mirror just is not good. There's a lot of reasons for that, but it's just not a thing you want to do all day. And also, like I said, the influence, of having something like that, especially with a kid too. It's like, and parents are busy. They want just the kid to be quiet, so we'll give them the phone. We'll give them the pad just so they can get a break, and then they take full advantage of that. I was just about to say, this stuff's not going to go on for much longer though, but yeah, I got to think of the little season. If we are indeed in a little season, then this stuff is just going to go on for a long time. But either way, you have to know about it. I would say the disintegrating veil, though, is a situation that is definitely happening, because you can see it happen. You know it's happening. So whether or not it is the little season or it's actually how they, the point is, it's still going to be a conflict of the one side and the one guy against the other side and the other guy. I'm not talking Peter, Chris, and Ace Frehley. All right, almost home. I'll let you go. Thanks for dropping in. I'll be back later. I'm always back. Like HPV. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.